Hey guys, welcome to That Florida Feeling. I hope everybody's having a really good week. Summer is here, spring is gone. I don't think we had a spring, but whatever. It's really hot here, but it's okay. That's what you expect in Florida. If you saw my TikTok video, you know that sugar does not stand a chance against humidity. And that just is what it is. So today I've got a really cool guest. He is actually a native Floridian, so he can tell us some stories. We also have Coda. Coda is an adorable 9-week Mastiff puppy, so people are going to stop and talk to us. We are at Green Bench Brewery in St. Pete, so this is kind of fun. So I'm going to bring in Michael. This is Michael Clayton.
Yep.
Michael Clayton.
Yep.
Say hello.
What's going on?
So you are born and raised here.
Born and raised, third generation St. Pete native.
Third generation. Wow. Okay.
It's not even so much that I'm a Florida native, but I'm a St. Pete native as well.
So that's really cool. So you love it here, you hate it, you miss it, you changed. What's going on?
I love it here. I will never live anywhere else. I've seen this place change a lot in my 40 years.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll never move.
Change for the better?
I would say so.
Okay.
A lot of people in the older generation, they don't like the way St. Pete's growing.
Okay.
To me, I'm acclimated to it, so it's a part of life.
You're kind of used to it by now, right?
Yeah.
Right. So tell me, so you've seen it grow, you've seen it change. Tell me about what it used to be.
Well, my middle school, my elementary school, they don't exist anymore because land's getting opened up for parks and condos and stuff.
Right.
And mainly, I don't know if you heard the term St. Pete rising, but everything's going up.
Yeah,
There's no more room to build out, really, so everything's just going up. We got the huge condos downtown.
I just passed some coming over here. Side note, I didn't realize we were that close to the Trop.
Yeah.
I was down here a couple weeks ago for a game, and I was turning.
Not at all.
But I didn't realize we were that close.
Yeah, you can see that thing. They call it the white elephant. It's just big, ugly.
It kind of is. It kind of is. I went to my first game, and it was interesting.
It stands out. I love the parking lot, though, because we used to longboard that when I was younger.
Oh, really?
Yeah, good way to just carve up the pavement.
So you remember when it was built, then?
Semi, yeah. I was young when it was built.
I'm not saying you're old. I'm just
No, that's cool. I'm old. Yeah, I think it was built in the early 90s.
Okay, yeah.
So, and then the Rays moved in 96.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I was I don't know, 12 years old, 13 years old. But
we are kind of the same age.
Yeah.
I didn't realize.
Yeah.
I just assume everybody's younger than me.
Right.
I'm just everybody's younger than me. It's fine. Well, that's cool. So you actually got to, you probably weren't supposed to be doing that on the parking lot, but you did, right? Did you ever get caught?
Well, yeah. I mean, the most I can do is just kick you out.
Right.
The funnest thing was doing the parking garages downtown. We used to longboard those. Those you can get ran out of, but it happens. Back then, the chances of somebody catching you on foot was slim. So nowadays, if I get in the chase, I'm gonna get caught.
Yeah, you're done. You're just I'm done. I'm stopping.
Yeah.
So that's cool. So what do you think has changed St. Pete for the best since you did grow up here and your schools don't exist anymore? What do you think has been the best change so far?
I don't know. I mean, it's always gorgeous to me.
Okay.
It's just the parks,
that's
the waterfront's nice. That's up and coming. And the downtown. So one thing we used to do when I was little or growing up, we'd go out in the bay, just chilling on the boat, wakeboarding, whatever. And you can look at downtown Tampa scenery. Well, now if you're in the middle of the bay looking at downtown St. Pete, it's just as big, it's just as pretty.
Oh, wow.
So,
okay. So you've seen Tampa change as well, then, really?
I don't really care about Tampa.
I know,
but I've seen it change.
We're not talking about Tampa, but I'm saying you've seen it. No, we're in St. Pete now.
Yeah, if you're from St. Pete, you don't like going to Tampa.
Seriously, I didn't know that. Is it just... I'm learning things, guys.
Yeah, Tampa, I mean, we don't mind driving through it. Right, exactly.
Oh, so, okay, got it. I'll be honest, I just moved over here, really, and I don't cross the bridge either. I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to go. So that's just a thing? By the way, you guys are in a podcast now.
Yeah.
I'm recording a podcast. You're in it.
Which
no,
you're fine.
You're fine.
Yeah.
No, please. I'm literally interviewing him because he is a native St. Pete Floridian, and I don't know a lot of them. So I'm like, and you guys are trying me, and I'm like, this is great. People actually can say this.
They can back me up.
So no, thank you. I just didn't want you to one day hear it and be like, I think that's me. Yeah. So you're in a podcast now. So you're saying St. Pete has everything, literally just everything.
I would say so, yes.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
is there anything that you miss since it's changed?
Well, not a whole lot. I mean, I would like to go walk through the halls of my middle school, my elementary school. But that's about it.
Well, what sits there now? A condo?
One of them is legit a park.
Oh, okay.
So it's nice. I can still walk around the area.
Yeah,
and be
like
the kindergarten building used to be
I think my school was here. Yeah. Okay.
The other one is Hills now. They're actually getting ready to build a new middle school and YMCA in that area.
Oh, cool.
In the next few years. But
all right.
Right now it's just grass and sand.
But it will be something better.
It will be.
Or something.
Yeah, so it'll be nice.
So what high school did you graduate from?
I went to St. Pete High.
Okay, all right.
That still exists.
Okay.
Because that's on the National Historical Registry.
Really?
Yeah, that thing's over 100 years old.
I knew the buildings were older here. I'm not gonna lie to you and act like I know much about this area.
Yeah.
I don't. That's why I brought you on. But I had no idea it was actually on the registry.
Yeah. Yeah, so it used to be more downtown here by what's known as Mirror Lake.
Okay, yeah.
I believe that's condos now, but they moved to where it's at now.
Okay.
I'd say the early 1900s,
so
that first decade.
Literally, wow. Oh, Coda, it's okay. You're okay.
All right.
Coda got a little happy, guys.
And him knocking over chairs.
Yeah, well, he's so cute though. We forgive him, right?
Right.
So that's cool. I really didn't realize everything was that old. I didn't. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. So yeah, I went there, and then after that, I actually went to Eckerd College, which is on South St. Pete, on the water, gorgeous campus.
Very cool.
Bit of a party school, but
oh, now you're giving away secrets.
a lot of people from the New England area would like to come down here.
Oh, okay. I mean, a lot of people from New England like to come here anyway. So
true. But yeah, Eckerd was a good school, and being local already.
Yeah.
I would legit get picked up, wade out to the channel, get picked up on my friend's boat, go party for the day, come back.
Nice.
Walk to my dorm.
Yeah, because you're just I'm home. I'm good. This is great. So that's cool. So you know your college and you did all that. So what's your favorite spot in St. Pete? Back then, now, whenever. What's your favorite spot in St. Pete?
I'd still say Vinoy Park.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, there's so much going on down there, especially around the North Shore pool area.
Okay.
It's just gorgeous down there.
He's just sitting.
I mean, the scenery just, to me, it's still enjoyable to go out there, look at the water, watch the boats pass.
So it's kind of peaceful.
People watch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it a super? Oh, you want me to get him? Coda's not having a good day right now.
You gonna sit there? You can sit there if they don't mind.
Coda's learning his leash, guys. So
9 weeks old. I apologize.
No, y'all are good guests. So Vinoy, do you ever go to the festivals in Vinoy? I know that they do kind of a lot of stuff down there. Do you ever go out there for the?
I used to go to the Warped Tour when it was down there.
Oh, now you're talking my stuff.
Yeah.
I used to go to Warp, not here obviously, but I've been to some Warped Tours. Yeah.
The Warped Tour down there was awesome. I've kind of grown out of that.
Oh, come on. You can still get in that mosh pit. Come on, man.
Yeah, I'll roll an ankle.
Yeah, right. I wouldn't even make it.
But I had tickets to Reggae Riza, but I went to the Indies Festival the night before and saw Green Day, Incubus.
Nice.
I didn't have the energy. So.
You don't have it in it to do 2 nights anymore?
No.
I feel that.
Because it's an all-day thing. So.
Yeah, and then it's hot here. It gets sunny
and I hate getting sunburned nowadays.
Right.
Before I liked my tan, and now I could care less.
Yeah, now it's I'm pale and I'm happy.
Yeah.
I actually just had skin cancer removed this week, so I'm I get that.
That's the thing. That's that's one of the things about being a Florida native. I mean, anywhere with sun, really, but getting things frozen off or cut
But it's
out.
so much. So in Tennessee, yeah, it's sunny. Yeah, you got sunburn. Here, I get sunburn in the car window.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a thing. Nobody believes me. You can probably attest to all that.
Yeah, depending on which way you're driving. I mean, my left arm's usually tanner than my right.
Exactly,
so.
Exactly. It's and I didn't believe that till when we lived in the Panhandle. It wasn't so bad, but when we got down this far, I'm like, this is a thing.
What part of the Panhandle?
Navarre, Fort Walton Beach area.
Closer to Pensacola, or?
Between Pensacola and Destin.
Okay, it's nice up there.
Yeah. Nobody's ever heard of either of those two, so I'm kind of in the middle.
Yeah, I have friends that live in Santa Rosa Beach.
I know exactly where that is.
And then,
I was about 45 minutes from there.
And then my sister lives in Gulf Breeze.
Okay.
That place is gorgeous.
Navarre is next to Gulf Breeze.
Okay.
Yeah, going from Pensacola to Panama City. Navarre is right next to Gulf Breeze on 98. Yeah.
To me, like I like the city vibe,
Yeah.
but when I visit up there, it's relaxed. You still have gorgeous beaches, and it's
Yeah, but I will admit that's the cool thing about here. You find the hidden beaches, you find the Vinoy parks, and you get to sit there and you just get to relax, and you don't realize that there's a huge city or 5-story condos behind you.
right.
And that's the really cool thing.
And the one thing about St. Pete is we are a peninsula on a peninsula.
Literally, yes.
So we have the bay on our end, you know, and
Yeah.
then you drive 20 minutes, you're out in the Gulf beaches, and those are obviously amazing.
I know. I love working on one.
Yeah.
I can't complain.
Yeah, you're in a good spot. You can walk across the street, and
I do.
that whole
I do.
Johns Pass area
Yeah.
is ridiculous.
I do that a lot. Like, I'll look at them and be like, I just need a minute.
Yeah. I'll be back in like 30.
Although now my bosses are being like, oh, that's where she goes. Okay. Sorry, guys. But so, what is something that you're glad for the change for St. Pete? Like, are you glad for not necessarily gentrification, but like new things are coming, better things are coming?
There's just more to do.
Okay.
So when I was in college growing up, there was like 2 blocks downtown where people could have fun and not have to worry about being in a more crime-riddled area, if you will.
Gotcha. Okay.
And even the area we're sitting in right now in Greenbench, like you would never think about partying in this area when I was
Really?
like in my early 20s.
So this has changed for
Yeah,
the
it's
better.
changed, slowly up and coming.
Okay.
And now you could legit walk from Beach Drive to almost 34th Street, US 19.
Yeah. Okay.
And there's stuff to do, and you don't have to worry about like being in a rough neighborhood. So
Yeah.
that's one thing that's definitely changed for the better. Like the Trop, this area, except for the Trop, it was bad.
Oh, okay.
So it was
okay.
bad.
I will admit I've heard stories.
Yeah.
No judgment, just I have heard stories. I didn't, that's why when you're like, we'll meet here, and I'm like, is that okay? It must be okay. He's saying to go there, but that's okay, So I'll admit I'm one of those people that heard those stories and is still a little leery of the area.
Yeah.
But it is really, like, sitting here, it's really nice. Like, there's a lot of nice stuff to do now.
Yeah.
And really close to the Trop, we can see the Trop.
On game days, if I'm going, like I would definitely stop here
Yeah.
at Greenbench and then walk across the street to the Rays game.
We went to Ferg's.
Ferg's is good too.
I love Ferg's.
I love Ferg's.
Okay, so you have stories about Ferg's too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good and bad. I mean, all fun times, but I've seen stuff happen there.
We saw a guy, he was sitting there, and he had a beer, like, the outside bar.
Yeah.
The guy was sitting there on his phone, he has a beer there, he walked 2 steps away, this homeless guy comes up, tries to grab it off the thing. And the guy on the phone's like, "Bow!" I'm like,
Yeah,
okay.
That's kind of the normal there, but like,
Okay, I was just like, is this like, because that was our first time going, and I was like, okay, this is a really cool vibe, and I was recommended here, but like, here, I got him.
and me again, like when I gotta relate everything to when I was able to go out because I have 2 kids now and I don't go out at all. But I mean, Ferg's, it was a spot where everybody could kind of conglomerate.
Yeah.
And
It's
but
got
then, like,
interesting decor and everything.
Yeah, but see fights happen, entertaining. Some of them be like, "Whoa!"
Yeah, yeah. I thought we were going to see a fight too. The Rays fans are definitely something.
Yeah.
We were in our Oakland A's gear. Blame my husband for that one.
Oh, he's an A's fan.
I am not an A's fan, but I was in that shirt for him, and it was there was some comments and interesting, and I was just like, I just want to get across the street.
See, that's weird because like Rays or really Tampa Bay fans in general traditionally are more docile. Like the opposing team's fans come down here and cause more trouble. And the moment the Rays fans or Bucks fans, whatever, step up, then we're gonna go to jail. When if you were in Philly, if you were a Bucks fan going to the Eagles game, you'd be the one going to their jail.
I'm an Eagles fan, so
Are
I'm
you
gonna
really?
let you slide that on that one, yeah.
But you know what I'm saying.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
And the Eagles have a jail in their stadium.
Yeah.
That's a thing. But no, but it was, well, I'll say this. Everybody was really cool until they got a little more alcohol in them.
Yeah, true.
That was where it kind of started, like right before the game, it started to turn a little bit. And I was like, we're going to walk across the street now and go see that touch tank, and I'm going to find DJ Kitty. And
Well, it depends, too, if like our teams are winning, then of
Yeah.
course everybody's going to talk a little more crap.
yeah,
So,
I'm not going to say Tom Brady saved you, but he might have.
well, right now, Tampa Bay's in full force.
Oh,
So,
I know,
We
but
got the
although-
Bucks, Lightning going for a 3-peat.
Yeah, but you guys lost to the Maple.
That's okay.
All right, I know
First
it's a
game.
comeback.
I got nothing, my man. I'm sorry.
Sorry, hon, nothing. But no, you're right. Tampa Bay is doing really well.
It's a good time to be a Tampa Bay fan.
Although I remember when you guys won your first Super Bowl.
I remember that too.
John
Very
Gruden.
well.
Yeah. I was gonna say, did you ever celebrate that?
I remember the game. I don't remember the after party, but
Very nice. Okay, fair enough.
I remember probably driving when I shouldn't have, and beeping horns, waving flags, and
okay, so it makes you feel better. When the Eagles won the Super Bowl, we were living in like Auburndale, Lakeland area.
Yeah.
And I was the only one who probably watched the game, and I was the only one running around the neighborhood screaming.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I didn't care. We finally won. So I understand that whole like doing things you shouldn't have right then, but it's what makes it fun.
Flipping the scene on you, how are you an Eagles fan?
Reggie White. He started out. He's actually from Tennessee.
Went to USC. Went to New Orleans.
Yep. So you know this.
Oh no, I'm thinking of Reggie Bush.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, never mind.
I was gonna say, do you know this? Because actually he went to UT, and then he played under.
Oh, we're talking about the defensive tackle, the
right,
Reverend
Packers.
Yes.
Yeah, but we're not talking about there. We're talking about when he was at the Eagles.
Okay, I got
But he actually left the Eagles to go to the Packers. But he, funnily enough, my husband will shout out and woo this when he hears this, went to Panthers, Carolina Panthers, and retired from them. But yeah, no, he's from Tennessee, and that's not why I like him, but I like Reggie White, and then that just made me stay with the Eagles.
That makes sense.
Are you going to eat the plants, but you're going to lay in the plants?
He's just chilling.
Okay.
He likes foliage.
Oh, that's good. I mean, he's big. That's where he can hide still. So, but no, that's, yeah. Nobody's ever interviewed me on my own podcast, so
Sorry,
thank you.
I had to ask.
I don't care. It's fine.
There's a lot of Eagles fans down here, but they're from Philly.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm from
or
Tennessee.
New Jersey. Or...
No, I'm totally from Tennessee. And but yeah, no, Reggie White, the Reverend, the Green Bay Packers guy who nobody realized he played for the Eagles first. That guy. Yeah.
I had forgot. When I think back about it now, it makes sense.
That's where he got started in the NFL. But yeah, him, and then so I'm assuming you're a complete Tampa Bay fan.
Complete Tampa Bay fan.
Okay.
I follow the Bucks, Lightning, and Rays.
Okay.
If we had a basketball team, I would follow them. So I'm an Orlando Magic fan. But
I was going to say, what's the closest?
Good since Shaq left. So.
Yeah, but were they even really good when Shaq was there?
Yeah, they made it to the finals a couple times, or at least once.
Well, he still can't do a free throw.
No.
He still couldn't even when he retired.
They had backup on that. We had Penny Hardaway that helped him out. So Penny was like
I forgot about
the
him,
Kobe of the Magic.
At that time, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to give you that. Yeah.
I love the Rowdies. I love going to soccer games. Rowdies games are awesome.
I have never been, but that's actually on my bucket list simply because I used to play soccer.
Right.
I'm a huge soccer fan. So are they fun? Are they as rowdy as they sound? Or
they're awesome. Rowdies games are amazing. You definitely need to go, and anybody listening should go if you're in town.
Okay.
Because they're inexpensive tickets.
Sounds like the Rays.
Beers are a little pricey, but that's like the Rays too.
Yeah, that's the Rays.
But Rowdies games are awesome.
Okay, this is gonna be dumb. Where is their stadium?
It's at Al Lang Stadium, so
okay,
pretty like 16 blocks from here.
Yeah, the other towards that way.
Yeah,
I got you. Okay, I knew that they were here. I think we have a friend that goes to the games, but I didn't know where the stadium was.
Oh, it's close.
Not even gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
See, I'm interviewing you to learn things.
It's close.
You know?
Yeah.
Oh, is he sleeping? No, he's just in the foliage.
Yeah, he's chilling out.
Coda's giving us some good stuff, guys. He's helping out a lot. Hey guys, I want to introduce you to my newest sponsor, the Spice and Tea Exchange of Johns Pass. The Spice and Tea Exchange is a really cool spice and tea shop where their goal is to just add some flavor to your life. The shop is known for its custom blends, which are blended in-house by hand and go great on any curries, chicken, steaks, pastas, pretty much anything you can possibly imagine to cook up. They're also known for their loose leaf teas. They have over 60 different kinds and even a tea bar that lets you take a tea with you to go. So definitely check them out. They're located in Johns Pass on Madeira Beach. I look forward to seeing you there. So, third generation, and your mom and dad were both from here?
Yep.
Okay, and then their parents came here or from here?
My dad's side was from here.
Okay.
And then my mom's dad was from here.
Okay, that makes sense, yeah.
Other than that, they were still from Florida, I believe. I think my dad's dad might have been from North Carolina.
Okay.
But he moved down here really young.
So he's from here. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it counts.
Yeah.
Where you grew up for the most, you count, yeah.
Yeah, it's funny actually. My mom's dad and my dad's mom both went to the same high school I went to, so I'm a third generation legacy.
Oh wow, you really are. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we're all pretty much from here.
And your wife?
She's from New Jersey.
Okay. Yeah. All right. There you go. All right.
She's from New Jersey. She came down here to go to USF to get a master's degree.
Oh, very cool. Very cool.
And I was fortunate enough to meet her at that time.
Oh, that's cool.
And New Jersey's a gorgeous state too. Not as nice as Florida, but she's from the beach area, so she's a beach girl.
I've never heard anybody say that about New Jersey.
Well, she's from like
Jersey Shore.
Yeah, it'd be like from us driving from here to St. Pete Beach.
Oh, okay.
That's where she lived from.
Gotcha.
Jersey Shore, where that was filmed.
Gotcha. Hey, buddy.
But a lot of people on that show weren't from the Jersey Shore. They're from like up north.
Yeah, they were interesting. I've never actually seen that show. You know, I've only so bad enough. The only reason I think it's funny is because there's one South Park episode where they make fun of them.
Oh yeah.
And that's my favorite episode.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I'm like, I shouldn't admit this, but I'm gonna.
Snooki wants smush mush.
Thank you. Nobody ever gets those references. I'm so glad somebody else got that.
That was an amazing episode.
Right. I actually just watched it the other night. Thank you, HBO Max. Sorry. Like, it's the best thing ever. But no, that's cool. So, you guys have been married a while?
Yeah.
Years?
I'm going to get in trouble. Yeah, about 5 years.
I was going to say, don't say it if you're going to get in trouble.
Yeah, 5 years.
Very cool. And 2 kids, so that's cool.
Maybe this is our 5th wedding anniversary coming up on May 12th.
Oh, so it's soon.
Yeah, I had to drop that in case I let her listen to this, and she'll know that I remember.
But you know the date. Yeah, that counts. Trust me. That's why our anniversary is 7/11.
That's
because it's Slurpee Day.
Yeah.
Right. So I get that. Yeah. No, that's cool. Where did you guys get married in St. Pete, or did you go back?
No, Okay. So since she's the only one down here, the rest of her family lives up there. We made it a destination wedding for my friends to go up there.
No, that's very cool.
Yeah, we tore it up. It was nice.
No, that's great. Yeah. No, that's cool. We actually moved to Florida and then had to go back to Tennessee to get married because we'd already planned it and then moved with Publix.
Nice.
No, it was horrible. It's like we're down here 3 weeks and then we're going back up for like 3 weeks and finally came back and it's like, we're here again, maybe. All right, let's do this.
I guess that could be a little bit of a pain in the butt just for the travel purposes.
Actually, the worst part was we went on a cruise. We flew out of Tennessee to Miami, went on the cruise, and then, is he okay?
Yeah, he's fine.
Okay. He's back there.
Just making sure he's good.
Yeah, we went to Miami for the cruise and then had to fly back to Tennessee to drive back to Florida.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why it was. Yeah,
that's a lot in a little bit of time.
Yeah. So your kids, you school here, preschool? I'm not really sure how old your kids are.
Funny enough, yeah, they're preschool.
Okay.
Funny enough, they go to school in Tampa. So twice a week I have to drive over there to
So you do have to go across the bridge.
Yeah, not by choice.
Okay, I mean, I can tell. I can tell that. I heard it. They can probably hear it.
My wife works over there, so their daycare is right by her work.
Okay, cool.
So, and plus, when it was time to look for daycares, they had like the best ratings and a good price, and it was close to her. So
it kind of worked out, even if it is in
sense.
Tampa. We just won't talk about it. Okay.
Tampa's very nice too. It's not as nice as St. Pete.
I will actually agree with that. I used to work in Tampa, and I was not a fan of it. Like the Carrollwood area, it's not as cool.
Oh yeah,
it's not as cool.
There's nothing to do.
No, it's I don't know.
Now you get into the South Tampa area, the Bay Shore area. It's gorgeous.
Oh, Bay Shore's nice,
like, especially like where Amalie Arena is.
Yeah, Channel Side and all that.
Another good thing for people to do is take the Cross Bay Ferry from St. Pete, drops you off at I think it's called Sail, kind of like there's a convention hall in Tampa.
Yeah.
It's right by
yes,
Amalie Arena.
Okay, I didn't. So we only really went down there. We went to the aquarium, and then we realized that the little trolley thing takes you to Ybor, which is Tampa Bay Brewing Company.
Yep.
Not gonna, but that's the only thing I've ever really done down there other than work.
Yeah, Ybor's fun too. It's more of a young man's scene.
It was interesting, I've heard some stories. I've also done part of a podcast on Tampa, so I'm like, I don't know if I would go down there.
If I were to go down there now, I'd be out of there by about 10 o'clock p.m.
Gotcha.
Then the clubs start picking up, the college kids start picking up.
And it's just not your scene
anymore.
I'm
not trying to accidentally shoulder bump somebody and get into a fight. So. You can even apologize, but they got that to talk. I'm like, dude, it's like, no, man, I'm saying sorry.
I don't need your machismo, chill. Back up, man. But
20 years ago, we'd be in it.
Yeah, you would have fought probably, but no, not so much. No, I get that. And it's cool. St. Pete does have a different vibe.
Oh, totally.
It really does. It's more of a laid back, relaxed, kind of chill, kind of everybody's welcome here. Yeah. And that's really cool. Especially, I know the Pride stuff is really big here, and I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to get to go to the parade this year. one of the festivals and stuff. My friends went like I think last year, and so hopefully I'll get to meet them up this year.
Pride's huge. It's fun.
Yeah.
It represents something that is important.
Yeah.
Brings a lot of money to the community.
Which is also kind of important, especially since...
at one point it was like the second biggest...
Really?
Like parade in the nation.
I
don't know about that now, but...
Yeah, but still, like, that's insane for one time.
But for these local businesses, like, it is huge.
Does it go down Central?
It does.
Okay. All right, cool.
It does. It's huge.
Like, I didn't realize St. Pete had this much to do. I really didn't. I really, and like you said, it's gotten even better. So, like, what did you do when you were growing up here, other than not where you're supposed to be?
Right. So growing up, a lot of time on the water, fishing, just enjoying the outdoors.
It's Florida weather, so
wakeboarding, surfing. We'd have to wait for storms to come through, but we'd get waves over here on the Gulf Coast.
I've actually seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every now and then you'll get a hurricane that passes just close enough, and your waves actually pick up here.
Yeah, other than that, we'd have to go over the Skyway to like Venice or Anna Maria, or go over to like Cocoa Beach, like the East Coast.
I didn't realize. Funny enough, Brian's texting me. I didn't realize that. Now, Cocoa Beach, I did know.
Yeah.
I lived on the. Of course, we talked about St. Augustine. I lived on that coast, and they were much bigger. And you get over here, and it's like, that's a wave. Yeah, that kind of counts as a wave.
Yeah. Well, the shelf's different over there on the Atlantic.
It just drops.
It drops.
Yeah.
A lot quicker.
Yeah, it's.
So we go to Coco, Sebastian, Hero.
Yep.
That's stuff like that in the Panhandle too. The shelf drops pretty quick.
It was, yeah. It was. I mean, but this is. I feel like this area is just. It really is for everybody. You'll find something to do, whether it's sitting at the brewery like we are, going to a sports game. There's some really cool like antique shops and little places. I didn't realize. Like I said, I really did not realize that it was this cool.
Yeah, walking down Central Avenue, especially when you go a little bit west towards the beach from here.
Yeah.
There are so many antique shops.
Oh, really?
They're amazing to go into. You see some really cool stuff, like mostly before our time, but then you might see some stuff like from your childhood too.
If they got records, I'm down for looking at that.
Oh yeah,
totally.
There's a great record shop down the street from here.
Is it really?
I think it's still called Daddy Cool's. But,
okay, I'll have to go down there. I mean, I go to Kingfish up in Clearwater.
Yeah.
So, and Dunedin Records is actually really cool.
Dunedin's a cool spot.
Dunedin is really, really cool, and I do love it. But I'm kind of I get a little bit of that vibe here.
Yeah.
And I like it. Here it seems like there's more to do.
Well, Dunedin and St. Pete are very similar when they're downtown scenes.
Yeah, that's what I was noticing.
A lot of breweries here. It's just Dunedin is such a small area, whereas St. Pete's very more widespread.
You guys have room to grow.
Yeah.
Literally. Well, like you said, up now, but
right.
Yeah. So you think, obviously, St. Pete's future's growing, and you think that'll be great for your kids?
I do.
Obviously, you guys aren't planning on moving anytime soon, so you definitely see a future here.
Yeah, when we do retire, it's just going to be out to the beach. So as long as we're close to a Publix.
It's Florida, man. Although I was surprised, there actually wasn't that many towards like John's Pass. Like there's that one on Treasure Island,
right?
And then there's that one over like Boca Ciega, but that's it. Like,
isn't it out there?
I'm used to being on Clearwater, like Publix. Oh, another Publix.
Yeah.
Oh, across the street from a Publix. You know.
By my house, there's literally a Publix 2 blocks from another Publix.
Yeah, exactly. And so like when I was over there, because I was like, all right, I'm gonna go to Publix, and I look it up and I'm like, oh, there's 2. There's just 2, and one has a parking garage, and I don't understand this one, the one on Treasure Island.
That one's cool. Like,
it is.
If I used to kind of work out that way too, so I just drive down Central if I was bored and wanted something different to eat and go to Publix. But you see people pulling up on their boats and docking and walking in, getting groceries, coming out.
Yeah, it's different. It's cool. It's different, but I just didn't realize like that there was only 2.
Yeah.
Like, cause like you said, they're blocks apart where we are. So that was kind of weird.
Depends on what side of 4th Street you live on.
Oh, really?
This one or that one?
Okay.
Yeah, St. Pete's great. I hope my kids stay around, because it's only going to get better. We have big companies coming into the industry.
Oh, okay.
Coming into the area, excuse me.
Yeah, no, I mean, I know a lot of people are moving here for headquarters, and there's always something new opening up.
Yeah.
So that's kind of nice. But no, I think that's really cool. I literally did not. Thank you for telling me all this. I didn't realize, 1, how cool this place was until you suggested it, and 2, that, like I said, I always heard the bad stories.
Yeah.
I heard how bad St. Pete was, or how you didn't want to go there, or how you didn't want to go to certain places after certain times.
Yeah, it's changed a lot.
you know.
It's changed a lot. I hate to say this because it ages me, but in the last 20 years, like, this place has become amazing.
Gotten better?
Gotten better. Oh, yeah, way for the better.
Do you think there's anything that could possibly make it better? Didn't expect that question.
Yeah. Nope. I'm not going to say it's loaded, but there's so many options. I'm going to have to say no.
No, that's good. Good answer. No, that's cool. But that also means that you like it.
Yeah, I love it the way it is.
That means that you're not looking for some other place that has that one thing that you think this doesn't. And so that's really cool.
Yeah, this is it for me. Like I said, I want to go to the bay, have fun.
Yeah.
I will. Want to go out to the beaches, spend about 15, 20 minutes driving. We got that.
Yeah, you're there. No, that's cool. No.
Breweries.
Yeah.
Sports teams. Plenty of business, coffee shops.
So tell me about your business.
So my business is, I'm in the insurance industry. Mm-hmm. Properties and casualties.
Okay.
So it's basically everything but life and health. That's stuff we don't write. Me specifically, I focus on commercial insurance. So insuring the coffee shops, the breweries, the big condo units.
Okay.
Name of it is Rely Insurance.
Okay.
We're right downtown, actually right by the Rowdy Stadium.
Okay, so that's exactly why you know where it is.
I use their parking lot when there's not a game.
Do you?
Yeah, I gotta pay ridiculous, but
okay. Well,
they got a monthly plan, but it's still kind of breaking the bank. But
you don't want to know how much it costs to park in Madeira. Yeah.
It's probably not good.
No. That's why I'm like, be glad you're not up that way.
Right. But
so that's cool. New business, you said?
New business. Been around since February 2021.
So how's that been, starting that after everything that's happened?
Well, at first it was a challenge because in insurance you have to get appointed with carriers to be able to write business. That's what they call it, as an appointment.
Okay, so like they have to agree to let you.
Right. Okay. We have to like promise we can put so much premium with them, and premium is like a policy.
Okay, gotcha.
Like a total.
Like you can actually do your job, kind of.
Right.
Thing. Okay.
And so it's tough at first because carriers don't want to bring on new agencies because they don't know if you can keep that commitment.
Right.
But the first 3 months I was there, I was solely focused on bringing in carriers on the commercial side that would help us be successful. I feel like we're so close to being there.
Okay. No, that's good. Yeah.
I'm facing challenges right now on the commercial auto side.
Oh,
so if I'm getting ready to write a big lawn company or electrician or stuff like that, I'm probably not going to be as competitive as the guy down the street.
Gotcha. Okay.
But we're getting there.
No, that's cool. I knew, like I said, we met at the chamber.
Yeah.
And I had heard, we do our little 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Which most of the time ends up being about my podcast and not Spice and Tea, but that's okay. And you had talked about it, but I was like, and you agreed to do the podcast, so I was like, I'm going to ask you what you really do. Like, it sounds really interesting, but it also sounds like it could be such a headache some days.
It can be.
Yeah.
It certainly can be. I'm thankful that I don't deal with the homeowners and stuff like that because
I feel like that could go down.
Brian could attest to this, but like the homeowners market in Florida is ridiculous right now.
No, we looked at buying a house and I'm not, I don't even know. Like, I'm going to buy a camper or something. Like, that's just where it's going. It's
trick out one of those school buses.
Right? My cats can just cling to the ceiling on some sisal rope. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
But it is. And that's why, it's really interesting because, like, I don't know really much about that industry.
Yeah.
I've never even come, like, other than we had a car wreck and I needed somebody to help me, I've never really even had to file a claim. So,
that's good.
Yeah.
And that's one bad thing about insurance, too, is most lines of insurance, you can go claims free, but your rate's still going to go up at renewal.
Yes. Can you explain why?
Well,
can you please tell me why? Like, I have no wrecks for 3 years, and it still goes up, and we have a wreck, and then it didn't go up. Can you tell me why?
Well, a lot of it, like, especially with auto, it has to do with the area you're living in. So Tampa Bay is becoming a big market.
Yeah.
So we have more cars on the road. And the carriers know that, so they're going to be like, all right, well, if we have to pay, we're probably going to pay more claims.
Pay more, yeah, because we have to make... So funny enough, the most expensive we've ever had, though, was in St. Augustine.
Oh, yeah.
The tourist.
Yeah. It's a big tourist spot.
Yeah. But, okay, so that makes a lot more sense. Instead of me just getting annoyed that every year, or every 6 months, if you're, like, Geico and Progressive, which is crap, you got to go up there. It's like, why? Like, do you really?
That's one of the reasons. Then on the homeowner side, we're one of the biggest fraud states in the nation when it comes to claims. So that...
I heard about the roofing thing.
Yeah.
What is up with that? Like, oh, you just need a new roof, but you really don't.
So that's something I'm not going to speak on just because
I forgot.
Well, I'm just not versed in it. I don't deal with it.
Yeah. Well, you hear about it on the news.
It's big. Yeah.
You literally, I don't know anything about it other than I heard about it on the news. And for the news to be reporting that's got to be something.
Yeah. Well, basically, what roofers do is they go around saying like, "Hey, you need a new roof, or you're going to get dropped," but then they do faulty work, and then you got to file a roofing claim.
And then you're still dropped.
Yeah. So another reason I'm thankful that I do business insurance instead of all the homeowner stuff.
No, I could imagine. I know that like we owned a house and the first company dropped us when Irma came, literally a week before, so that was fun. And then the second company kept making us upgrade things that didn't need to be upgraded. I'm like, I kind of hate this. You know?
They do that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not as bad with commercial insurance, but
I mean, I'm sure you guys still have to standards.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
They just don't want, like, for commercial property, let's say, like if I was insuring this building, they're not going to need the 4-point, the wind mitigation. They're not going to need all that stuff. They're just going to want to know it has the plumbing, electricity. They're going to want to know the stuff on the 4-point has been updated. Yeah. But they don't need the documentation.
Right. You don't have to go get the guy to look at everything.
Right. And they'll send an inspection, and whoever comes and inspects the place is going to be like, yeah, you said your panels were done like 5 years ago, and it was done in like 1970. So we're gonna need to upgrade that, or we're gonna drop you. So it's just more along those lines.
That's still insane, though.
Yeah, and it's tough finding the companies that want to carry property in this area in general.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So,
Oh, really?
not so much in general. Like I could literally write $1 million, commercial building easier than I could a homeowner's policy.
That's insane, actually. Okay, all right. Yeah, I wouldn't have thought that.
Just don't want as much, and I'm not like negating what I do because it's still tough to find the market and be competitive. But they just don't need as many requirements.
I guess that's good. Yeah. I mean, but also it seems like you're more niche. Like I feel like there's way more people that are gonna like home, auto, renters, pet, RV, whatever. Than commercial.
Yeah. So in the commercial industry, it is a little more niche, if you will. But like for me, I'm a generalist, so I've pretty much written every type of policy you can.
So you can do it, yeah. I got you.
I don't turn down business.
Well, no.
And I touch a little bit of everything.
Okay, cool.
And I don't want to get in a niche, but because some people say you should to be successful in insurance. But at the same time, if I start just concentrating on this, I might forget how to do this.
Yeah, no, and that makes. I mean, it does. It's kind of like with everything. Like, as soon as you get. Like with mine, like I'm a manager now. So like nobody wants to hire me for something less than a manager for the same kind of reasons. Like, do you remember how to do this? Or am I paying you too much to do this? Or so I get it. It's kind of the same principle really with I guess with a lot of stuff. Like, yeah, you can focus on this one thing, but you might have to be able to do a lot of other things and you can't forget that either. So yeah.
Some of the big agencies in our area, they strictly focus on HOAs, condo associations and stuff, and they're good at it.
Yeah.
And they're the top guys, and they make a lot of money.
Yeah.
And I want to get into that, don't get me wrong.
You're like, I want that top money.
But I also want to do the small AC guy down the street that needs insurance.
The mom and pop coffee shop that just got started.
Right, and help them build their business from the ground up.
I
take satisfaction out of customer service. So.
And that's really cool because I know that, I mean, customer service is key.
Yeah.
So I think that's great. I'm more willing to talk to the person who sits here and talks to me than the person that's like, oh, I'll give you $50 off.
Yeah.
But do you know my name? You know?
So that's why cool. I try to stay in touch with my clients because you can write a client at a big agency and their main thing is, well, hey, you left us. Why'd you leave us? It's like, well, you were awesome 3 years ago, but I haven't talked to you since.
Yeah, like, do you remember I exist?
Right.
Do you really need me if you don't know that?
That's why I'm reaching out every few months, every 6 months, and sending the Christmas cards.
Private label gifts.
Right, yeah.
I had to.
Well, they mean something. Like, even if I get something, if I didn't work in insurance, I got a card from my agent.
Yeah.
But, all right, well, this is probably on a drip where it just comes to me. They know my birthday.
Yep.
But at least they're thinking about me.
Right, so. But at least my name, it came across your desk once in a year.
Yeah.
Or twice if you do the birthday and Christmas.
For me, I can't afford the drip right now, so you know that email's coming from me.
I know, yeah, right. Like, I actually spent that. And look, I even misspelled something.
Right.
Yeah.
You misspelled my last name.
Right. It's okay. I forgot to put my name on half my emails.
True.
It's great. Yeah, it's fantastic. I'll be like, well, they saw the return sender thingy. That's fine. But, well, that's cool. No, I had no idea. Like I said, we talked. I just didn't know that sounds really interesting.
Yeah. It's an industry that it's not going anywhere.
No, obviously not. And is it, so but it's good in Florida.
It's good and bad. It can give you a big headache.
Yeah, like we said.
Like we opened up with, but it's not going anywhere. People need it. Not
Yeah,
everybody
of
can
course.
afford to buy a new car every time they get in a wreck, buy a new house if there's a fire, flood.
Yeah.
So you need it. I mean,
Yeah, you're going to have it. But who was it? I think it was Chris Rock held that joke. It's health insurance. You have to have it, but you don't need it. It should just be called in case. Like, in case shit happens.
Right.
So, but at the same time, like, you're right. The moment you don't have it is when something falls apart.
Yeah, right now, I'm sad to say I don't have health insurance just because I'm a 1099, so I'm a private contractor.
Yeah, you get to...
And I got to make sure it works with what I do. And
talk to that one guy at the chamber.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
I can't think of his name, but I'm like, he talks about health insurance.
Well, if I need it, I'm in like one of those membership programs right now where like I pay
yeah,
so
very
much
cool.
a month.
Yeah.
And if I need it, I can go in as many times as I need to.
I have it through my husband. I can't say anything. You know?
I'm waiting until June to get on my wife's plan.
Yeah,
see if it's applicable.
Yeah, he put me on Publix, and I understand that. Yeah.
One more month.
There you go. Yeah. Nothing happened. Wrap yourself in bubble wrap.
I can take a sore throat or little sniffles. But.
It's like I stubbed my toe. I'm fine. I'm walking off. I've been in that boat. I know how that feels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not comforting if something big happens, but...
Okay, this is going to be really bad, and I can say this because we settled it. I didn't have health insurance when we got in a really bad car wreck, and that actually saved me.
That you didn't have it?
Mm-hmm. Because I had nothing else to supplement it with, so they had to pay everything.
Oh, nice.
So do not drop your health insurance, guys, and pray you get in a car wreck. That is not the okay thing to do. But that did somehow work out in my favor.
Yeah, every now and then stuff will work out.
Yeah, I was grateful that one worked out because that could have been really bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's definitely not comforting to not. And trust me, that was the first thing. I'm like, great, I possibly have a broken leg and my back is broke and I have health insurance.
Just doctor's bills keep coming in.
Just immediately go get a lawyer. Yeah. Yeah. No, I get it. So, I won't keep you too much longer. You've actually been... I didn't have any idea about St. Pete or the insurance business, and you're probably going to end up coming back on the podcast. I'm having fun talking to you.
Well, I appreciate that. I'm having fun doing it.
Right? Yeah, it's kind of fun just to talk about what,
beer's
about
kicking
life.
in, so I'm like, oh, but...
Yeah, no, I know. We only have an hour. Next time we'll have to start drinking a little bit before we start talking, because we only get an hour to record. But, so, we talked about St. Pete. Really quickly, tell me about Florida. What keeps you, aside from St. Pete, in Florida? Not the sports teams, not St. Pete. What keeps you here?
I mean, just the weather. I'm
Okay.
accustomed to the weather, so even when the afternoon showers rolling in the summer, like, it doesn't bother me.
Wait 5 minutes, it'll change.
Yeah, not scared of lightning.
No.
Careless about hurricanes because I can dodge them if I need to.
I feel
Have
that.
insurance to cover my home.
There you go. Although Irma was bad.
It was.
Irma was, yeah.
But it's just the weather. I've visited other states, obviously, in different times of year, and I don't like being in negative degree temperature and having to scrape your windshield.
Nope.
And,
We went to Tennessee back in January for a personal emergency. It was 60 when we left here. It was 19 when we landed.
oof.
I get the weather thing.
That's not fun.
No, and people are like, Florida's for old people. No, Florida's for anybody who hates cold.
Yeah.
You know?
Or nowadays, trying to get out of their COVID restrictions.
Or just California. That's what I've
Yeah.
heard.
Getting away, it's either don't like the cold weather,
Yeah.
don't want to pay as high a state tax.
Can't blame them on that one, though.
Right.
Really
or
can't.
you want to be in a state where they don't have as bad a COVID restrictions.
Although, I was in Tennessee for some of COVID. I don't remember there being restrictions there either.
Depends on where you went.
Yeah, it was just funny because like we went from Florida to Tennessee, back to Florida, and I'm like, well, this is the same. Nobody's wearing a mask. What's happening? You know,
Going back to New Jersey when we would visit up there during 2020 and whatnot.
can't go
It
anywhere.
was mask
Yes.
everywhere. If you could go, like they
Yeah.
let you go to the grocery store, but that's a bad
And that's
feeling.
it.
Like how am I
Yeah.
gonna eat? Like how much? Like that's a bad feeling. So
Yeah,
a lot of people moved in here during the last couple years.
yeah. No, I can attest to that. And rent prices have gone sky high.
Yes.
But that's not just here. That's everywhere in Florida. But that's no. But honestly, people and I think it's so funny. And like you can attest to this. You're in Florida. You obviously live here. You go somewhere else. You may complain about Florida while you're here, but as soon as you go somewhere else, Florida's that magical land of sunshine, pub subs, alligators, and water.
Oh yeah.
And it doesn't matter.
No, that's true. And the good thing about Florida as well is I can go, 4 hours any direction and be in a different climate, a different
Yeah.
kind of landscape with hills, or I can
Yeah.
be in the tropics in the Keys. So
do I want waves? I'll go to this side of the state.
Yeah.
Do I not? I stay here. Do I want to go on a hill? Go to the middle of the state. Yeah.
Hurricanes hitting Sarasota, I'll drive over to Jacksonville.
I'm gonna go see what St. Augustine's kicking up this week.
Right.
Yeah. No, and people do complain about like, oh, you know, you're trapped. Maybe you're trapped. I'm not.
Yeah.
You know, when hurricanes happen, you just drive on that side of the road.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Yeah.
When I forget what it was. I think it was 2018 or thereabouts, maybe 2017. But a big one rolled through, came right south of Tampa Bay.
Irma, that
was Irma?
that
Okay.
literally hit. We just bought the house in Auburndale. I went right over it.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I know when it was.
Well, my wife not being from here, she was scared, so we ended up driving to Gulf Breeze. And
We went to Tennessee.
It was crappy down here.
Yeah.
In Gulf Breeze, it was gorgeous out.
Yeah.
Awesome breeze, windsurfing.
Right.
Went to the beach.
Didn't realize anything was wrong.
No.
You maybe got some better waves up there because of what was passing through.
Check the news every now and then just to make sure our house and area was still intact.
No, I get that. Yeah.
But it was good.
That's what people don't understand. Like, yeah, it's a really skinny state, but trust me, there's still some mileage between you.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. So the weather. Anything else you want to give a shout out? Love to Florida. It's just great, right? Like, yeah, no, it's good to be here.
It's just good.
Yeah.
And like I said, this Green Bench beer is kicking in, so I'm not thinking as well.
I'm kind of happy with this IPA finally. Like,
It's delicious.
It finally started to get better.
I'll drop these guys because I went to high school with the owners of Green Bench.
Oh, that's why we're here, because you know them. Okay,
Very good
now
friends of
I feel
mine
it.
still to
All
this
right,
day.
cool.
We do our NFL fantasy draft here every year next door at Webb City Cellar.
Oh, very cool. Okay, I didn't realize that they were okay.
Oh yeah, where it's a cool 60-something degrees year round because that's where they store their barrels.
Oh, nice. I didn't know that. Oh, that's where the kegs are.
Well, they have them in both, but I think
but
that's
cool.
like,
Yeah. Okay.
where it's a little bit cooler.
Okay.
But I really couldn't tell you. I mean, it's just an awesome state to live in.
No, it really like I said, I'll complain about it. I'll be the first one to complain about it sometimes. But when I leave, I am the miserablest person in the world.
Only thing I'm complaining about now is gas, because we're all. I think Tampa Bay area is getting to be such a big market.
Yeah.
Where, 5 years ago, they'd be like state average $3.50 in gas, and we'd still be at like $3.10.
Yeah, you're still way below.
But
Now you're above it.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like we're gonna be like the next Miami, Jacksonville area, so like we're always gonna be the high end of the state gas.
And now
price.
that rent, everybody wants to move here. We're the hottest thing. Rent's going up again, and it's like, I'm not leaving, but I'm gonna complain about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you might as well buy a house when you move here because you're gonna be paying the same as mortgage as you do in rent.
Which, although right now I'm kind of glad we waited, simply because I'm hoping that bubble bursts soon.
I hope so.
It's
too.
got to burst sometime.
Well, we'll see.
I'm hoping. let me be positive about this.
Yeah.
But yeah, if not, that RV is looking better and better every day.
Yeah. It's not a bad option.
It's really not at this point. Plus, if something happened like another Irma, I just hook it up and leave.
Yep.
Bring it back. So, well, thank you so much for being on today.
Yeah, thank you
I
for
hope you've
having
had
me.
fun. Although, side note, if you do know these people and they want to sponsor a local podcast, wink, wink. I'm just saying. No.
I'll talk to them.
I would, I've got Spice and Tea. I can always. I'm down with plenty of sponsors. Anything local. I'm happy to support local. That's my biggest thing. Especially when you're supporting the community that you're in.
Well, maybe Rely Insurance can even sponsor here and there.
Ooh, okay. We will talk about this later, but
Yeah.
I really, really do appreciate you coming on.
Well, thank you
It's
for
been
having
really
me.
interesting. Thank you, Coda. Where are you, Coda?
He's
Coda's sleeping. Never mind. Coda's out. We've bored him to death.
Yeah.
So, but it was really great to sit and talk with you. So thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you.